Good evening, everybody. Coming to you live from Pinnacle Bank Arena, where it is semifinal Friday here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. Millard North trying to advance to their first ever state championship game in girls basketball this evening. And what a wild one it's been here tonight in the capital city. The Mustangs taking on a Lincoln Pius, the 10th team it lost to by 4 earlier in the year. Dave Deal's team out for revenge tonight. Picked up in the first quarter. The Mustangs, Asia Bryant bounces it off the glass and it falls in. She thought she was fouled also on the play. Millard North up 2 early. Later in the first, more Mustangs. Jana Green to Kaylee Kessler. That puts Millard North up by 1. Then in the second quarter, Pius coming back with Marion Miller finding Claire Lewandowski. Puts the Bolts up by 3. Later in the second, the Mustangs, Lexi Kraft for 3. Ties it up at 9. Millard North fans fired up. Still in the second, it's Millard North's Asia Bryant, the nice drive and the bucket. This has been a back and forth battle, and this one just went to double overtime. Millard North had their chances in regulation and in overtime, but we're going to a second overtime right now, tied at 45 apiece. So tomorrow night's Class A championship game yet to be set. We do know the winner will take on Lincoln Southwest, the Silverhawks getting the best of Lincoln East earlier tonight. Tomorrow night's Class A title game taking place at 6:30. Meanwhile, in Class B, Elkhorn South hoping to make it to the championship game. The Storm facing Crete this afternoon. Pick up the action in the first quarter. The Storms, Lily Zemkevich for 3. Elkhorn South up by 6 after the first. Then in the second quarter, the Cardinals have the answer. Creighton commit Morgan Molly, 2 of her game-high 17 points, but Storm still at 5 at the half. Coach Larson locked in for this one. Later on in the third, Elkhorn South's Leah Wamsley for 2. Storm up 16-13 in a defensive dogfight. In the fourth, Crete would take over. Alexis Mock gets the bucket and the bruise, tying the game up at 16. Then later in the fourth, more from the Cardinals. It's Molly, a great step-back jumper. Elkhorn South season comes to an end in the semifinals as Crete takes it 38-26. So the Cardinals will get Grand Island Northwest. The Vikings taking care of Waverly in comeback fashion earlier today. So it'll be Grand Island Northwest taking on Crete for the Class B title tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. Meanwhile, in Class C1, the Battle of Wahoo, the Warriors facing Bishop Neumann for a spot in the championship game. Time winding down in the third quarter, the Cavs' Taylor Sturr, the triple is true, puts Neumann up 33-31. Coach Walker encouraging her Warriors in the fourth quarter. Wahoo's Kyla Swanson down low for 2. That puts the Warriors up by 1. The young Wahoo fans liking it, but too much Neumann in this one. Lindsay Teal, the jumper. Cavs would hit their free throws down the stretch. Bishop Neumann knocks off number 1 Wahoo 42-40. The Cavs will take on Lincoln Christian tomorrow at 9 a.m. for the C1 crown. Over in Class D1, Fremont Bergen facing Elkhorn Valley. The Knights eyeing their first trip to the state title game. Fourth quarter, Bergen's Allison Diekman, 3 of her game-high 15 points. Knights up by double digits. Their fans loving it. Later in the fourth, it's more from Bergen. This time, Hannah Frost with the putback bucket. Fremont Bergen will go for its first ever Girls State Basketball Championship tomorrow after a 51-45 win.